I'm going to make a clay lizard. I'm going to roll out some clay. It'll be a flat lizard that can hang on a wall. So I'm going to roll out the clay with my rolling pin. I always start in the middle, roll out and lift, roll back and lift. And lizards, if you can imagine their bodies, with including their tail, it's nice and long and narrow. So that's why I'm rolling out my clay this way. And I actually just drew a very, very simple picture of a lizard on a piece of paper, and I'm going to use that as a pattern. I want this to hang on the wall, and it could hang on the wall outside or in the house, either way. There we go. I've got it thick as my pinky when I lay it flat on the table, so that's strong enough, and it's definitely big enough. So there we go. All right, so now I'm going to take my needle tool and cut all the way through. Cut all the way through the clay, all the way around the pattern. Have fun drawing the lizard, and you can do multiple positions of the lizard and the lizard's tail. Some curving more, and some tails could be straight. And having multiple lizards hanging in an arrangement on the wall is fun to see. If you'd like to use my pattern, just click on the link below. I think people that go south or go out west are likely to want to decorate a wall with lizards. But some people are just fond of them anyway. Okay. Did I trace it all? Pick up my scraps and see what happens. The toes get a little thin and fragile, so I want to be careful when I pick all this up. Now, there's a lot of pointy ends here, and I don't like pointy, sharp ends, and I don't like sharp edges. So I'm going to round all those edges off once I get my scraps out of here. Just one more piece of scrap here. There we go. Okay, so look at how sharp that is. We don't want that. That becomes very even sharper after it's fired in the kiln. My toes are very exaggerated. You don't have to make yours quite so exaggerated. I'm patting everything down. There we go. Then I like to give my lizards, whenever I make a clay lizard, I like to give it texture because lizards tend to have scales. I'm not sure if that's actually what it's called, but they definitely have texture on their skin or on their hide. So I like to use a doily to add the texture just because it's a little more artsy and it's way easier than sitting here and drawing every single scale with my needle tool. So I'm going to roll this in with a little rolling pin. Once I can see that it is stuck everywhere, then I know I've got it rolled enough. I'm just looking at it really closely here. And then you can see that the tail is still sticking out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel this off and then decide where I want it. Probably, oh yeah, that's where I want it. To make sure the tail is textured too. There. Yeah. So that's kind of fun. Just a silhouette of a lizard, and I don't even have to put any holes in it because all it would take is a couple of tiny nails. Like if you can imagine this hanging on the wall, and maybe probably at an angle a little bit, a tiny nail here and a tiny nail here, and it's totally going to suspend and stay on the wall. So that's how you do it. Thank you for watching.